I'll give you top 3 signs that you need to go back home. Home being any African country or Caribbean country or wherever you're from. Top 3 signs, yeah, if you're not sure to look out for. Sign number 1, you're over 40. After 40, in a brochure in Europe, you're invisible. You're totally invisible, right? The society is built on strength, on resource. Be able to use your strength, your labor. So, if you're looking to go back anytime soon, now you might tell me that you might not be using your strength, you could be using your intellect, your intelligence. Fine. I'm gearing towards someone that's using their strength, and even if you're using your intelligence, your intellect, just remember that there's fresh blood coming all the time. How you know when you're over 40 here and your children have grown up? You're invisible, right? If you think I'm lying, walk on the road and see every day. See how many people are engaging themselves. So you need to go back home, then restart life there as well. You're young enough to start again the same way you gave your energy now. Now, back home, 40 going, you're still young. You're almost 20. So by the time you get another 20 years, you've established yourself there. You've re-established yourself there. You're now 60, which here you've been 14. Then you start to, but there, look at the presidents. See how old they look. Because we value age. We value people that have had a life, that started business. You understand? That's managed to kind of gain all this wisdom. It's value there. Here, it's not. We need you young, early, so that you can contribute. Right? So if you watch the adverts, you watch anything, how they sell things to holidays, clubs, everything, relationship is geared towards a younger crowd. You dare not even say, if you even say hello to someone, that's a problem, let alone say someone younger than age. You can't be going club. What are you doing there? Saying it, in fact, it will take you about 3 days to recover. Go back home while you're relatively young for back home. So, number 1, if you're over 40, that's a sign that you need to go home. Came in hard and straight. My second point is, if you find yourself always indoors, look, after COVID happened, there's been statistically a lot more people being indoors, a lot more people working from home. Even when you have to go in, most people are doing hybrid. I've just seen a few offices in central London being boarded up, been there for centuries, because people are not going as often, and they need people to come down to trade, to pay for TFL and blah blah everything. So what I'm saying, for the train lines, buy food from the market, wherever they need economy to thrive there. So what I'm saying is, if you find yourself indoors all the time, majority of the time, number 1, you shouldn't be. I think there's something strange where you're indoors all the time, especially on just your aura and everything. You wake up in the morning, if you don't have to go to work, and literally just go outside and sit anywhere. It doesn't matter. If you're not gonna run, if you're not gonna walk, if you're not gonna do anything, just go outside. And by getting fresh air, your mind is thinking, you're seeing nature. That's a good sign. So another good sign that if you find yourself indoors all the time, you need to kind of think about going home, because there you're outdoors all the time. So it will re-change your focus. It will change your mind. It will change your being. Your natural state will be outdoors all the time. That's how you can find someone in a single room, basically living there with about 10 families, and they're okay, because once they wake up in the morning and they've had early morning to have their bath and change, they don't need to be indoors anymore because it's hot. So it forces you to be outside, and by being inside, you engage people, right? And this leads on to my third point, which is when you find yourself constantly thinking about back home. I mean, I just want to make this point, right? There was millions of years before you were born. There's going to be millions of years after you're born. Right? Just think about it. Millions before wherever you got to your 10, you reincarnated or you came back into this world, and there'll be millions after you're gone. In 100 years, everyone listening to me now would have cut off. It would be gone. When I say listening to me now, I mean as of recorded now. Obviously, this will be there forever. If you're constantly thinking back home, when you're home or when you're there, rocket science, sometimes your being and your soul is trying to tell you something. When you go back home, ideas are flowing. Oh, what about this? You see a restaurant and say, oh, I could do it like this. Oh, I can order this thing. Maybe I can partner with this person. As soon as you're back into Europe, all of a sudden, that's it. You're stuck indoors, you're quiet. You're constantly watching social media or people telling you what's the best way to live in Africa or in Ghana. That should tell you something. That is a sign. Sometimes don't ignore that. So if you want to know about these signs, these are 3 signs that I've compiled that I think is good you should start looking at if you want to go back home. Number 1, if you're over 40. Here, you're too old. There, you're too young. Start fresh. Take all that experience and go and collaborate with someone and go and study it. You need about 2 to 5 years to study how Ghana works again. You're starting again as a newborn baby in Ghana, because having left, you're not Ghanaian. Culture is different. Similarly, when someone also travels somewhere else, culture is different. They have to take time to learn. Secondly, if you're stuck indoors, you're constantly stuck indoors all the time, that's a sign that you need to go somewhere where you're not constantly stuck indoors, mostly to do with the weather. And thirdly, if you're constantly thinking about back home, that's also a sign that you need to kind of go. These are the signs that I've compiled. I'll see you on the next one.